Hey everybody, this is Lady J. We're gonna talk a little bit tonight. It's been so much news going on this week, y'all. Like it's been unreal. Like I'm like, what in the world is going on? It's been crazy this week. Some of the stuff that's going on, stuff I'm seeing on social media. I'm like, look, I don't know what's going on. The world is definitely going insane because it's just way too much craziness going on. So we're gonna talk about some of this stuff. I'm just sharing the video real quick, but yeah, man, it's like even I'm always like there's stuff going on in Baltimore City, but this has been like around the world, like just stuff going on. I'm like, what in the world? And can I say that people has been getting on my nerves? It's been, yeah, that's what I said. It's been getting on my last nerves. Then on top of that, this whole week, like for the past couple of weeks, my air conditioner has been broke. It finally got fixed today. Now it's raining and the breeze is blowing. But it's been a sweatbox in here for the past couple of weeks with the thermometer on my thermostat past 90. So I ain't been in a real good mood this week. I'm just going to be honest with you. But anyway, let me get back to what I was saying. So we're going to talk about some stuff that's been going on in the news. I know y'all probably moving out and about because it's early. I normally don't do early shows, but got some stuff I need to do tonight. Got the parents and all of that kind of stuff. But today's Friday. Tomorrow is community church. Now, if you are interested in getting your life together and being a better person, this is what community church is about. That's what we're doing over there, working on ourselves, because we all have a lot of work to do. And I am far from where I need to be or where I should be. So, I want to invite you out to that. We're at 401 North Howard Street. Hey Leslie, how are you? We're at 401 North Howard Street every Saturday from 11 to about 12:30, 12:45. We finish. But it's a time to come and to really, we just there working on us. That's it. This ain't no church as usual. We in there trying to get stuff done. So anyway, in the news this week, y'all, man, oh man, oh man. The one thing, for those of you who really, really know me, you know that I love, um, sorry about that. I love basketball. I love basketball. Brittany Griner, um, man, they gave her 9 years. I don't know if y'all been following the news with this. And see, this is exactly why. This is exactly why. Like when people, I love to travel. When people like, oh, you want to go here. You want to. It's a lot of places I still would like to go to, but I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to keep my behind home. I ain't going nowhere because I do not want to be in another country and they find something on me that I forgot was in my bag or something like that, and I'm behind them bars. So Brittany Griner, y'all hear that thunder? It is thundering and over here. After I done been in the hot heat all week long, now it's thundering. But that's God's doing. But anyway, Brittany Griner, basketball player, and so Brittany Griner, they gave her 9 years, and I'm like, wow. Oh, she said it's over there too. Yeah, And y'all, my grandmother used to always like when we were little and it would be raining or thundering or something. We couldn't have the lights on. We couldn't talk. We had those corded phones because we ain't know nothing about a cell phone, but we had the phone with the the coil cord, and we couldn't even talk. We had to sit down. And then she used to tell us stuff like, be quiet because, Jesus is thinking, or the devil beating his wife and stuff like that. I'm like, what in the world? So, anyway, well, we don't do that no more. We just keep on talking and talking and talking. And, you know, so anyway, Brittany Griner, she is 31 years old. Um, she plays actually plays overseas, which is the crazy part because she plays overseas. Y'all can Google her and look her up, but they have given her a 9-year prison sentence. Like, it's just unbelievable. I was trying to read what she said because she gave a little statement. She's from Houston, Texas, 31 years old. She is married. Her wife is over here, fighting for her and on her behalf and trying to get people to listen so she can come back home. And Brittany plays for the WNBA. And so what happened was Brittany was she was convicted. Today's Friday. Yesterday, she was convicted yesterday. Yeah, and it says sentenced to 9 years in prison, and she's been fined in American money $16,700. She was arrested on February 17th at a Moscow airport after vape cartridges containing cannabis oil were found in her luggage. Now, this wasn't anything she was doing on purpose. In the States, they vape and do everything else over here. So I'm pretty sure that she probably didn't even remember. She doesn't even remember doing that. It was even in her bag. And it's just sad because they're giving this young lady a 9-year sentence, and Biden is trying to do a prisoner swap because he's trying to switch somebody that's over here, like a convicted Russian person that's here. He's trying to do a switch and swap that person with Russia so Brittany can come back home. Now, in the middle of Brittany being detained and locked up and all of that, that's when the war and everything broke out with Russia and Ukraine. And so this young lady, like, man, I'm really praying for her. Y'all pray for her because I hope that they do something. They were saying on the news like earlier, well, it was last night or was it early this morning? They were saying that it's going to be hard, now that she's been sentenced, it's going to be hard to actually get her back over here. But I hope not. I hope that, like, 9 years, we got people in Baltimore City that's done killed people, raped people, robbed. They do a little few months and they back out on the street. But this girl got 9 years. I think it's sad. Like, it really is. But that's why you gotta be careful when you go to these other countries. When you go to these other countries and they tell you to do something, that's why I think it was last year, a year ago, some friends of mine, they went to Dubai. And so they were telling me, asking me, you want to go to Dubai? And so I'm asking them a whole bunch of questions. First of all, I'm not going anyway, but I'm asking, just so I could have some answers to some things. But the one thing that they were telling me, because one of my girlfriends had already been there, she was like, in certain parts, I think they rode the camels or something, and they had to have their head covered, arms covered, and all of that. I said, look here, I'm going through menopause. I cannot have all of that covering in the hot sun and riding on the camel because I already know I might accidentally slip it back or pull the sleeve up. No, 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 no. Y'all, I ain't getting locked up over there for not paying attention. No, ma'am. I said, nope, y'all go ahead and have a good time because I know over here, if my wig or my scarf or my hat or anything start making my head too hot, I can pull that thing off. But when you over in them other countries and they tell you this is what you're supposed to do, that's what you have to do. Or you're gonna pay the consequences, like Brittany Griner. And y'all remember that the young man, I cannot remember his name, but this was years ago. They actually flogged him because he spit on the ground or something. uh Dang, what was that place called? I'm gonna think of the place. Because I always wanted to go there. Now it slipped my mind, but looks like a really beautiful place. But they're very strict with their laws and stuff. You can't even spit on the ground. It's just too many things, you know. And once we start talking about passports and the birth certificates and all that kind of stuff. And I remember when I went out before the pandemic, and I went to places you got to have a passport and a birth certificate. It was always uncomfortable for me because I'm always scared I'm gonna do something like, maybe my toes or something ain't supposed to be out. I don't know. But I said, you know what? No. I'm gonna stay right over here in these United States because I'm not doing all of that. And so I hope Brittany, I'm praying for her because Brittany, the other thing her lawyer said is that um, they don't want her. They're trying to keep her from going to the prison camp. They're just trying to keep her at Russia's detention center right now because they said if she goes to the prison camp, it's really going to be bad. And I'm just thinking about if she does come back home, like all of the trauma that she has endured just from being over there. It's trauma alone. Because how tall is Brittany? Brittany is like 6'9" or something like that. I said it's trauma alone. Just trying to stand up in themselves because the Russian people, they not tall people. And she's hunched over in the side. Let the girl come home. This is just a mess. She's 6'9", 205 pounds. The girl wears size 17 shoe. They need to let her come home. And Brittany, when you come home, don't go back over there. Don't put it. Just retire from the WNBA. Go ahead and enjoy your family. And that's the thing too. I'm like, she's playing over there. She's actually helping to bring money into the country because she's a WNBA player. She went back over there because she plays over there, and y'all lock her up. Like that's the ultimate right there. Like bring Brittany home. We need to do a bring Brittany home prayer because that's just not even right. So I hope that seriously, I hope they let Brittany come home for real. And the Russian man that's here, he's probably getting treated way better over here in the States than Brittany will be getting treated over in Russia. Let him go back home. He already know what it's like over there. Let him go home and bring Brittany back. Let Brittany come back to the States. Her family, everybody, upset. Let this young lady come back home. My goodness, 9 years. But it gave me an idea though. Because this is what we need to do. All of these people committing these crimes over here, and they getting a little bit of time, put them on an airplane. The United States needs to go ahead and pay for their airfare and everything. Send them over to Russia. Let them go over there and be in Russia for a little bit in the prison camps and in the jails and stuff so they can see what that feels like and how good you have it over here. And when your freedom is taken away, it's not funny. That's what they need to do. That's the law that they need to pass. Just pack them up and send them over to places like Russia and where's the other one? Afghanistan and all these places, Ukraine. Let them go over there and let them do work labor camps and stuff like that. Then they can see what it's like. That'll stop all of that crime over here. Cause I know people who live in the city who don't mind going to the prison. They say they get to eat and sleep every day for free. That's what they told me. And so, Brittany, we're gonna be praying for you that you can come home because that's just really sad. And then we lost some people this week. Bill Russell. I'm still on the basketball thing. We lost Bill Russell. Now I was not. Was I born? Uh, when he was. Oh yeah, I was. I was born. Or I was a baby, but Okay. I hope y'all can hear me. Because this weather has knocked out. I hope y'all can hear me because the weather over here is just messing with my phone. My phone is not. Can we just knock the devil out? That's what I want to do. I want to knock the devil out because he about to. When I tell y'all that let me make sure this is still working over here before I continue on talking. And so, sure this is still working. Yeah. Now, I'm so sorry, y'all. Chad, how are you doing? I hope everybody's back. Can we just arrest the devil? Cause see, that's who I want to arrest. I'm so sick of him because he been riding my back all week, y'all, all week long. Can we just arrest the devil and knock him upside his head? I'm so sick of him. Lord knows I am sick of him and the people that he's bringing around me and the situations. I'm sick of him. Can we arrest him and stump him and put our knee on his neck? Because he really is getting on my nerves. And let me also um, put this on. I'm gonna put my phone on so I don't have these calls coming through. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying, because I tell you, I'm about to. He's really working my last nerves, and I'm talking about the devil. Lord Jesus, help me. So anyway, I was saying Bill Russell. I was actually I was a little kid though, when he was playing, but Bill Russell passed away, and I was like, wow, he seemed like such a nice man, and people will be people, and they was making all kind of comments. Who is that? I'm sorry, y'all. Somebody was sending me something, but yeah. So he passed away, and he played in the. I had posted on my page because, like I said, y'all know I love basketball, right? And so, but he actually passed away, and he was. I'm trying to see how old he was. He was, I think, 80. Was he 81? Something like that. Um, no, he was older than 81. Um, But yeah, he played in the NBA, and he played during a time when, it wasn't a lot of black people. So he was playing during the time when there was a lot of, racism, and they kind of just looked at our black men as not like athletes like they look at them right now, but still with their little slave mentality. They run fast and they can do this and they can do that. But Bill Russell was actually so from what they said, a really, really nice gentleman. He was 88 years old when he passed away. So condolences to his family. But Bill Russell now, Bill Russell he was on his fourth wife. I said, go ahead, Bill Russell. He ain't let that stop him. And all of his wives looked like they were much younger than him. But shout out to him. I guess you like what you like, huh? So his fourth wife, she's still living. And then y'all, the other lady that passed away, and then I'm gonna get to the this other news is just tripped me out this week. But it ain't even funny. But then the other lady, y'all remember her, Yahora, who played on slow down, Charlene. Slow down, slow down, slow down. The lady who played on Star Trek. Okay, she passed away, and you know what, y'all? When I looked at her picture, she was just as beautiful. She was a very beautiful black woman, and she actually was also, in film at a time when it wasn't a lot of black leading women or women who had starring roles. So she's like one of the pioneers, and her name was Nichelle Nichols, And she was just a beautiful, beautiful woman. I loved Star Trek. You know, she was, and she was just a beautiful black woman. But you could still see, like, even on the show, she was still that had that strong presence. So, she passed away as well. My grandmother said people die in threes, but did somebody else die? Did I miss? I don't know if I missed somebody or not. Y'all put in the comments if I missed somebody, but yeah, she passed away. She was a beautiful. Look her up. Her name is Nichelle Nichols. Um, but her name on Star Trek was Nyota Uhura. I love that name, Nyota Uhura. Oh my goodness. Hey Tanya Flowers. And so yeah, so she passed away. So, condolences to her family. But Star Trek was a cool show. A lot of people didn't like Star Trek, but I'm one of them people, what people don't know about me is that I'm very nerdy. So, Star Trek was a show that I enjoyed watching. I still do. Mr. Spock, and Scotty and all of them. And, it was a good show. We ain't had much to watch back then anyway, because we only had about 4 stations, or was it 3? So we ain't had much to watch like these kids now with 5,500 stations, and they still can't find nothing to watch. Oh no, we had 3 stations. 3 stations. W, we had Channel 13, Channel 11, and Channel 2. And then, who was that channel? 54 or something came in. I'm telling my age, but yeah, we ain't have all them channels to watch. So it was, and then TV actually, they said it's 11 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? Ask the parents, do they know where their children at now? The children sometimes looking for the parents at 11 o'clock, but that's a whole nother show. So anyway, back to what I was saying. So in the news this week, y'all, it was so much news going on this week. My wig had turned backwards. I said, what in the world is going on? So then, let me pull their names up so I can say it right. The couple in DC, the woman who shot her husband, and y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. He was a former Baltimore City police officer, and she shot him because she has a daycare center, and I know exactly where her daycare center is at, in Owings Mills. So he's still alive, he's still living, and he is going to be. I believe she's still in the DC jail, but he is going to be charged. In Baltimore, because they were at a luxury hotel in DC, and she found out because he was the bus driver for the daycare. Now, didn't I just do a baptism on these people messing with these children? And you got a whole beautiful wife with her own business and everything, and you messing with their kids? That's why I put in the comments, Lord Jesus be offense. Now, so it says a woman charged in hotel shooting told police victim was a child molester. So anyway, the children had started saying that this lady's husband was touching them, molesting them. Some of the children were as young as 9, the older ones, oldest like 13, 14 years old. Now they said they're going to be questioning at least 90 something children from the daycare center. The daycare center is now closed. The woman is in prison. Not prison. The woman is in jail in DC. They're waiting to send her to Baltimore because she shot him in DC at the hotel. And it's just really sad because I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell y'all something. And she's a beautiful black woman too. Um, 50. She only 50 years old from Randallstown, Maryland. Her name is Shanteri Weems. And the husband, um, he, like I said, used to be. I was trying to find his name, but I can't find it in my notes right now. But anyway, we know his last name is Weems. Look up child molester Weems. But anyway, um, we know from what they said that she was in the hotel. She was confronting her husband about molesting these children, and That thing just went left. She shot him, and she, cause see, a lot of people was like, well, she shouldn't have shot him. She shouldn't have done this. You don't know what you might do in any situation. I've learned to never say what I won't do because I've done some things that I said I would never ever do, and I did it. And so, but in this woman's case, um, all of the people that they have, that have spoken on her behalf, they were saying how much she loved her business, how much she loved these children, that she would do anything for these children, and that just in probably in the heat of the moment, she just lost it when she realized that the children were telling the truth that her husband had been molesting them and giving, I think it was one of the little boys or something. Little boy said he was giving them candy and was telling him not to say anything. Now, and then the police said that they found a notebook that Mrs. Weems had written in, and it said, "I'm going to shoot him," talking about her husband, but not kill him. So her intent was just to, I think she was pissed off. She wanted to hurt him. She wasn't trying to kill him, but she wanted him to know, look, you done pissed me off to the high heaven. And so yeah, she shot her husband, and it's just a sad, it's just sad all the way around. And and it said that they've only been married for 5 years, and it says that police said she told them that children at the daycare had recently told her they had been molested by her husband. How do you think that woman felt? Like the children at the daycare coming to tell you, like, your husband been messing with me? Oh man, I feel so sorry for her. And see, stuff like that, it drives your mind into a whole nother stratosphere because you want to put your hand on that demon, and your intent is not to kill, but sometimes they do just go ahead and kill them because it's just like once they start shooting or stabbing or whatever, they can't stop because they're thinking about everything that happened, the embarrassment, the guilt. She's probably having a lot of guilt of her own for putting these children on the van, and he's driving them around place to place. So a lot of people are saying that they don't feel like she should be locked up. They don't feel like she should even serve any time because she was actually fighting for the children. And then other people are saying that, you can't take the law into your own hands. So this is another situation where we got to just let this thing play out in court. It's going to play out in court, and we have to see what happens. But for right now, both of them are arrested. Mr. Weems it was shot, but they said it wasn't life threatening. He was able to go to court. So, both of them going to be sitting there until, and her bail was denied. That's the other thing. Her bail was denied. I didn't read up on I'm not sure about him and his bail. Let me just check one thing. Because it doesn't say with him, but if anybody knows, I don't see anything about him, but um, yeah, she was denied bail. So, and they were, they were both had to go to court, both had to appear in court, and we just have to see where it's going to go from there. Tanya Flower says, I feel she was justified. She tried making reports, and her cries fell on death. Oh, you know what, Tanya? Yes, she did. She did. Thank you for that. That's why I said, y'all put stuff in the comments if I missed it. She did. She did. She put his Bidenness on blast for real. Yeah. But yeah, Tanya, you're right. She did. I did read about that, and they did report that in the news that she did make reports and nothing was done. And so I think, I'm not an attorney, so I'm not going to even speak like I am, but I guess they'll be looking at all of that to see, you know, how they can get her case dismissed or something. I don't know what can happen. But it's just really sad. Like, you build your business up, you're in I'm gonna tell y'all, this is why I gotta be single. I got to be single. I cannot be going sitting up in no prison at 59, 60, 70 years old. Y'all, I can't do it. But some of these neglects, they will make you do that because they just take you there, you know? But every time I hear stories like that, I'm like, no. When I got them freedom papers in 2016, it said 2013, when it said you are divorced, I was like a freed slave. You ain't never got to worry about me going up in the courthouse for that. Oh no. Mm-mm. And so I just feel bad for both of them. You know, I feel so bad that they are, you know, in this situation. Lord help both of them, because it's bad enough that you know that these kids have been molested by your husband, and now you sitting in a cell. You know, after you done built your business up, and now you sitting in a cell, and you got to sit there, and all you get to do is just think about what happened over and over. I just pray for her sanity. I really do. I pray for him, because something wrong with you, brother. If you got to mess with kids, anybody, like, it's too many. Do y'all men know how many women out here looking for a man, and y'all messing with children? It's another reason I gotta stay single and celibate. Can't do it, because I'm not gonna be sitting up in no jail because I done blew somebody's head off or hit them with the baseball bat because they don't know how to act. No. Mm-mm. I leave these little people where they at. Y'all go ahead. We'll just be friends. That's about it. So anyway, that leads me up to the next thing, the monkey packs. Now, y'all, let me tell you something. I am 59 years old, and I ain't never, some of the stuff that's coming out, I never thought my eyes or my glasses or my contacts would ever see them. What in the name of, what is going on? The monkey packs? I said, oh, wait a minute. I done been through a lot of, because you know I worked in the health field for 25 years. When I first started, the AIDS virus had just come out. We wasn't even wearing gloves. I was giving needles and stuff without gloves and everything. But I said, I done been through the AIDS virus, through the E. coli, through the swine flu, all these different things. I done worked through on the front line. Then COVID came along. That like that took me out of here. After I took that first shot and it closed my throat up. Mm, that was a mess. And here we go again with the monkeypox. And then I said, wait a minute. I ain't never seen nothing like it. So we this man was on Instagram. And I know, what time is it? Is it the six? Is it, oh, it's only 6:54. Please take the children out the room at this point of the show. This man, and I don't know, and maybe it's just me, but do we have to see everything? Do we have to know everything? This man was on Instagram, y'all. Y'all might have seen him. He said, y'all, I got the monkeypox. I'm in the hospital. I got it on my leg. He opened his legs up. I got it in my butt cheeks. Thank God he ain't opened that up. I got it on my back. He turned around so we could see his back. He said, I got it on my lips. And we seen that. Then he opened his mouth and he said, look in the back of my throat. Boy, he looked like bullet holes that was in the back of his throat. He had the monkeypox blisters in the back of his throat. Big black. See, this is why Jesus has to come back. Because people is in any and everything and doing all kinds of stuff. And so, let me just read to you what the CDC says. That's the Center for Disease Control. Let me just tell you what they say. So we can all be on one accord when we learning about this old monkeypox thing. Because I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all out here having sex with this one. That when they say people saying, oh, it's in the is this in the gay community? Okay, but then some people are bisexual, so they might be sleeping with the same sex, and then they come back sleeping with you. Mm-mm. So, Center for Disease Control. This is the updated. It says monkeypox spreads in a few ways. I'm talking about a few days. Monkeypox spreads in a few ways, and it says monkeypox can spread to anyone through close personal, often skin to skin contact, including direct contact with monkeypox rash, scabs, or body fluids from a person with monkeypox, touching objects, fabrics, clothing, bedding, or towels and surfaces that have been used by someone with monkeypox, contact with respiratory secretions. Get your tongue out of these people's mouth. Put the children away, please. Well, you know what? Before y'all start all of this kissing and tongue kissing and all, tell them to open up their mouth and let you see the back of their throat. Because, see, we're going to have to start doing some inspections around here on people. And this, like I told my son last night, I said, look at here. Now, some of these, and I'm not saying it's an STD, but some, like when people have STDs, we don't really know. We don't really know. Next thing you know, you got it. But this here monkeypox, oh, you know if they got the monkeypox. Y'all better start doing the inspection before you lay down in them sheets. Open up your butt cheeks. Let me see your legs. Let me see your arms. Open your mouth. Because I need to know what's going on. It also says this direct contact can happen during intimate contact, including oral, anal, and vaginal sex, or touching the genitals. Y'all know what the genitals is? The penis, the testicles, the labia, the vagina, the anus. Y'all know what the anus is? The butthole of a person with the monkeypox. You can get it through hugging, through massage, through kissing, and through prolonged face-to-face contact, touching fabrics and objects during sex that were used by a person with monkeypox, and they have not been disinfected, such as bedding, towels, fetish gear, and sex toys. And that's from the Centers for Disease Control. Go look it up. Because, see, some of y'all gonna mess around and get the monkeypox. It says a pregnant person can spread the virus even to their fetus through the placenta. Better watch who you laying down with and who you got up in your face. I need to start carrying matter of fact, I got some here. You know them little long they the long rulers, and you press the button and you go and that thing pop out when they be measuring stuff on the wall, how to put pictures and stuff. I'm gonna have to start carrying that with me. And when I see people that don't look right, I'm gonna have to put that out of my bag and whip that out 6 feet, my friend. Stand back, because you're a little bit too close. I'm not getting the monkeypox. Let me see what else it says on here. It says a person. Wait, did I miss that part? Oh, and this the other thing that tripped me out. It says it is also possible for people to get monkeypox from infected animals. Yeah, I gotta watch my dog. Either by being scratched or bitten by the animal, or by preparing or eating meat or using products from an infected animal. A person with monkeypox can spread it to others from the time symptoms start until the rash has fully healed and a fresh layer of skin has formed. The illness typically lasts 2 to 4 weeks. And these people that I've been watching on Instagram, because honey, ain't nothing sacred, and I guess they think it's okay for us to see them with sores everywhere. All you gotta do is just tell me you got the monkeypox. I ain't got here no visual, but They said that it's very, very painful. Your lymph nodes and lymph glands. Mm-mm, mm-mm. And it says scientists are still researching if the virus can be spread when somebody has no symptoms. How often monkeypox is spread through respiratory secretions, or when a person with monkeypox symptoms might be more likely to spread the virus through respiratory secretions. And they're also researching whether monkeypox can be spread through semen, vaginal fluids, urine, or feces. Guess what? I ain't gonna find out because they can keep the semen. They can keep all of that because I ain't gonna find out about that. Uh-uh. But that's from the Center for Disease Control, so y'all can go look that up. The monkeypox. Now, let me tell y'all something. The other thing I had looked at, because I know that I had people that watch me from all over. People over in Africa, how y'all doing? People everywhere, they be watching. But they had on here, and I'm gonna actually take a minute and I'm gonna read this. Cause see, we listen. Can't be playing with this monkeypox, y'all. This thing is serious. And let me tell y'all something. For people that's out here and you trying to cheat and do all kind of stuff, see, this is the kind of disease that's going to tell on you. You can't hide with this one. Oh no, my friend, you can't hide with this one. So right now, this is the latest on the monkeypox. Okay, it's not as it's not as big right now as COVID was, and we still got COVID going on. But now they really focused on this monkeypox thing. But let me tell you where the monkeypox is at, where it's really at right now, according to the Centers for Disease Control. And the only place that it's not at right now is Montana. Where was the other place? It was Montana and Wyoming. So y'all, if y'all live in Montana and Wyoming, y'all safe for right now. Go read what the CDC says so you can continue to be safe. But in New York right now, it is 1,862 cases of the monkeypox in New York. In Pennsylvania, it's 205 cases. In Texas, it's 606 cases. Who else had a lot of numbers? Oh, I live in Maryland. It's 182 cases here. It's 602 cases in Illinois, 633 cases in Florida, 283 cases in D.C., 826 cases in California. Now, I heard that San Francisco, it's really, the numbers are going up in San Francisco. Georgia has 596 cases right now. We're talking about the monkeypox. It's one case in Kansas right now. Maine has 2 cases. Arizona has 102 cases, 2 cases in Alaska, 19 cases in Alabama. If you go on the Centers for Disease Control, they have a table and it has all of the states on here and it tells you, it gives you an up to date number of where we are with the monkeypox. You know how they say, I want to be in that number? Well, that's one of the numbers I don't want to be in. I don't want to be in that number. I don't want to be in that number. They say they got a song saying glad to be in that number. One more time. Nah, I ain't trying to be in that number. Total confirmed. Now, overall for the United States, it's 7,510 cases right now for the U.S. But yeah, it is really, and that's another reason why I said I'm not going to no countries, nowhere. I'm not going to none of these countries. Oh, I'm going to keep my behind home. That's what I'm gonna do. I had a trip planned to go to Florida, and I started thinking because I travel a lot, and a lot of these hotels right now, they don't like. you know, before they cleaned your room every day, they took your sheets out, your towels. Now you got to go ask them for the sheets, ask them for the towels. They act like they paying for them, and sometimes I just go out there on the cart and just get what I want and bring them back in. But let me tell y'all something. I canceled that Florida trip for this month because I said, oh no, they not they no. Mm-mm. Let's see, somebody might have accidentally have the monkey packs in the room that I'm in. Let me stay home and sleep on my own pillows and my own sheets. I said, no, let me cancel that for right now. So that was the other story with the monkey packs. And you know, please be careful. Please, please stop with all of this random sleeping around with people. Stop it. Y'all not gonna be satisfied till you wake up in the morning with craters on your face with the monkey packs. Please stop. Now, some more news to happen in Kentucky. Was it Kentucky? Oh yeah. I really feel bad for them because you know they've been going through a flooding, and my understanding from what they said on the news is that they've never had flooding like this before, and people have just lost their whole homes, you know, and so we want to really keep them in prayer as well. They so far it's been like about close to 40 people that have passed away from the floods and stuff, and they were saying like they didn't ever have flood insurance or anything like that because it's like here in Baltimore we get flash flood warnings. Something on me? Oh, that's a shadow. I thought something was on my back. I said, wait a minute. I got so many leopard print colors going on. Look like something was crawling up on my back. All right. So anyway, let me get back to this. So anyway, yeah, they said that they have like in Baltimore, we have flash flood warnings all the time, but and it has flooded here in Baltimore, you know, and we've had a couple earthquakes too, but it's not something that happens all the time. So what I'm saying is a lot of these people have lost their homes and they did not have flood insurance. So we want to really like keep them in prayer. Look, y'all, I don't care if they black, white, or whatever. I don't care because the water don't care. When these acts of nature come, they don't care what color you are. So I just pray for everybody. I pray for them that that God will help them to get what they need. I pray for the families that's that lost family members and people missing and stuff like that. They just have really really been going through it. So prayers out to them. That's out in Kentucky. I know there's a couple people in Kentucky that watch me, so prayers out to them. And then we're gonna talk about these squeegee kids. Now, this is the latest on the squeegee kids because and it's a lot going on. So if y'all have opinions about it, feel free to put them in the comments. And the squeegee kids are everywhere. They not just in Baltimore, but I live in Baltimore right now. Uh, you know, one of the uh, one of the squeegee kids, uh, he was, he was 14 at the time. He's 15 now, but actually shot a man allegedly, because I think his lawyers are just starting to see the videotape, but they're saying it doesn't clearly show that their defendant was the one that pulled the trigger, and so they're still looking at the camera and stuff. But yes, so what happened was here in Baltimore, for those of you who may or may not know because you don't live here, we have squeegee kids, and the squeegee kids are pretty much out all over Baltimore, and they're washing windows, selling water, stuff like that. They've been doing it for years. When I was in high school, they were selling water. And so I want to say this: not all of them are bad. It's like with everything. You got good and bad people and everything, but I have talked to so many squeegee boys out there on the street, like literally by myself. Just walked over talking to them, sitting down, downtown talking to them. Don't know them, just talking to them and giving them some encouraging words. So I personally have never had any run-ins with them, and what I found is, you know, they're I can't even say, I just haven't ran into any of them that were bad. Let me just say that. The ones that I've talked to, and I've talked to a lot of them, I mean, they've seen me with my purse. None of them never tried to snatch my purse. I have, um, you know, a whole bunch of times, more than I can count. I'm like, what's your cash app? Nobody ever snatched my phone. They give me their cash app. You know, I've given them money for food. I personally just never have run into it, but there have been people who have had some serious problems with some of the squeegee kids. And it's just divided in our city because some people hate them, some people like them, some people want the kids to get off the street, some people like help them get them a job. It's a lot with these squeegee kids. And you know, I think if more people were actually out on the street and you were out like talking to them and listening to their stories and hearing why they're out there, you know, it would give you an opportunity to hear their story, to hear about them. There's a not far from where I live at. There's a young man who's 17. His brother's 10. And one day, matter of fact, it was about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I think, before I went to Atlanta. They're out on Hilton and Liberty Road. Like, finally, I just stopped. Like, what are you? Why are you out here? And he said, you know, we just out here trying to make some money for the summer. And he said, when school starts, this is the older brother. When school starts, I get out of school, I go pick up my little brother, then we come back out here and we make money after school, and then we go home. And so I thank them for being, you know, respectful and for answering my questions, told them to be safe. Some of these kids are out there because they're helping to pay the bills at home, you know, and they have assumed that role as the man of the house at 10, 11, 12, 13 years old. Not making excuses for them, but you know, we got to look at everything. And we have to look at the role that adults have played in these children being out on the street. Where the parents at? Where's the parents? You know, I can't imagine that my 10-year-old would be on a busy street like Liberty Road, running out in the street trying to wash somebody's window. At 10, my son wasn't walking to school. I was driving him to school. Like it's like I can't imagine some of the stuff that I see these kids doing. So anyway, let me get off my soapbox. So the squeegee kid who let me get back to what I was saying. So anyway, there was an incident downtown where apparently the squeegee kid went over to wash this gentleman's window. He didn't like it, and the story has come out that he had an incident years ago with a squeegee kid. And you know, he probably had a flashback. You know, here's another kid, I'm telling him, get away from my car. So, you know, he drives past him, puts his car on the side of the street, and comes back with a baseball bat. And apparently, somebody shot the man. I'm not going to say it was the boy because I don't know. I wasn't there. But allegedly, they're saying that this young man, he was 14 at the time, this just happened a few weeks ago, that he shot this man. The boy is black, the young man is black, the gentleman is white. And he has a family and all of that. And here's what I want to say to people. I'm going to be real honest. I'm chaplain, I'm pastor, I'm doctor, I'm this, I'm that. But you come at me with a baseball bat, I'm really have to pray hard that I don't come back at you. Don't come at me with no baseball bat for whatever reason, you know, because you're going to trigger some stuff in me. So don't do that. And I don't know what was going through his mind at the time when he was going towards these young men with a baseball bat. What did you think was going to happen? Like, they're in the news all the time, and we never hear, and this is the other thing I'm going to say, we never hear about the good squeegee kids that are out there. We keep hearing about this boy did that when this boy did that, da 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 da. And we see all these videos, but we don't hear any positive things. So I don't quite know what this gentleman was trying to accomplish. And again, I'm not making excuses. I'm not taking up for the young man, for the whoever did the shooting, because both were in the wrong. But I want people to understand this. Even grown people in Baltimore City are on edge right now. Now I'm on edge. The only thing that keeps me covered is Jesus. And when I feel like you pushing that nerve a little bit too much, I know how to pull back. I've learned how to pull back and not fall into arguing, yelling, screaming, and doing something crazy. But people are under so much pressure. I'm sure not just this city, but I'm talking about this city because I live here. But there's so much going on, and people are just they're on edge. You touch them, they gonna go off. You look at them, they gonna go off. I was in Atlanta, and like I told them in Baltimore City, you don't be walking around looking at somebody. You better look straight ahead. You don't do that. Or walking up to somebody, walking up from behind, touching them. You don't do that. Not here. You don't do that. So I think that um, I don't know what he was thinking when he came out with the baseball bat, and I don't know what he expected to happen, or did he think he was just going to hit everybody and they were going to go back to washing the cart? Because I don't know. But anyway, the Baltimore Squeegee team has been indicted on first-degree murder charges. They indicted the 15-year. He's 15 now. He's 14 at the time, but it says they indicted. They haven't given him his name because he's a juvenile. A 15-year-old squeegee boy accused of shooting a motorist to death. After an altercation downtown, they've charged him with first-degree murder for that. Um, and the prosecutors are pushing to try this teenager as an adult. Um, His attorneys, Warren Brown and J. Wendell Gordon, are really pushing for juvenile court. They're trying to do everything that they can to get all of the details about this case so this young man can have a fair trial. And I haven't really had a chance to look at it, but somebody sent me something that said that his mom is going to be charged, but I haven't really had a chance to look at that, so I don't want to put it out there. I'm not really sure. I didn't get a chance to look at that today, but if if that's true, put it in the comments because I'm not really sure. But yeah, so we got that situation going on with the squeegee kid, and I understand another squeegee kid had gotten hurt, and so it's a lot going on. And like I say with everybody in media, and I'm in media, you play on the story that's going to bring you a lot of people watching you. This storm is really, that was the thunder. Because I know Jesus gets tired too. And sometimes he probably just say thunder roll because he get tired too of the foolishness. So if my stuff goes out again, that's what it is. But I think we just have to let that play out too and see what's going to happen in that case because I'm not really sure how that's going to go because it's a lot of opinions with this case right here with these squeegee kids. And one thing I want to say to everybody, we can't just throw them away. We got to figure out what to do about this because everybody talking like you can just pick them up and just throw them in the trash and go on with your day. We got to figure out how to handle this situation. Um, and then I think it was when I went to Atlanta, a 12-year-old was arrested for shooting. He was a squeegee kid shooting somebody with his BB gun. Like, it's just so much going on. But what I was saying about the media is that, we have to be careful too because in the media um, will keep feeding you the same story. If something happened with this squeegee kid over here, they're gonna find another story that happened with a squeegee kid over here. It's just they keep playing with that story until the story runs out. And there's so many other things that are going on in our cities and our nations our towns that we need to be talking about. But the media will play on whatever that trending topic is. So that's how it stays trending. And so that's what's going on right now with this thing in Baltimore City squeegee kids. Um, Now I think this is my last story because I gotta go do something. I got a prayer line to do because I need to go pray. I'm telling you the truth. telling y'all, this is like, oh, but before I go to the next story, this just came through. This just came through, y'all. 3 people are dead, 2 in critical condition after lightning strike near the White House. Like that just came across my phone. Um, and they're right now like got police cars. I'm looking at it right now, fire engines, everything in front of the White House. Like this is crazy. Wow. All right, so it was before that popped up. I was going to tell you something. So yeah, in Baltimore too. Before I started talking about this, they said police investigate shooting at a Southwest Baltimore industrial park. Did y'all hear about that? I'm trying to see where this is at because it says city police officers were called around 3:54 p.m. to 1200 block of Bernard Drive. Bernard Drive, where is that at? Um, Police said preliminary information indicates an assailant went into MPI label systems in the Crossroads Industrial Park, shot the victim, and fled. So they're looking for the person that was an active shooter at this industrial park at a place called MPI. M is in Mary, P is in Paul, I is in India. MPI label systems in the Crossroads Industrial Park. Somebody was shot there at 4 o'clock today. It doesn't say if the victim died or not. It just says they were shot. Crazy, 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 crazy. Wow. So last thing I want to talk about. Y'all know the guy that does the no shoot zone, Tyree Coleon Moorhead. He was shot on. He was shot on. Was it Thursday? Wednesday, I believe. Um, yeah, he was shot in the neck, and this brother, I swear he got 99 lives for real because yeah, it was Wednesday morning, and he got shot Wednesday morning in McElderry Park. His name is Tyree Coleon Moorhead. He's 46 years old. Um, and it was crazy because he does a lot of lives. Like he does a lot of Facebook lives all the time and be on Instagram, YouTube, and stuff. And he actually was sitting on his step with bullet hole in his neck. He said he felt like he got shot in his back. His girlfriend was holding the cloth down on his neck and, trying to put pressure on it because, you don't want to be bleeding from your neck of all places. And he was just as calm and, sound like because he's Muslim, so it sounds like he was praying or something. And, he was able to tell the police officers, I'm over here, I'm losing a lot of blood, just very calm, able to get on the bed. Um, and he was shot. It says at McElderry Park, right at Monument and Rose Street in Baltimore. And so he's the guy that does the no shoot zone. Like if you come to Baltimore, if you live in Baltimore, pretty sure that you've seen like he's been all over the place, like spray painting. Every time somebody dies, he does these beautiful uh, um, spray paint pictures, and he'll put like number 200 or whatever that victim was. And he's been like all over the place. And there was a time when they were even arresting him and saying he was vandalizing a property. And the stores were like, no, it's okay. He can spray paint here. So yeah, he was shot, but I swear that guy has 99 lives because he later on, like that happened in the morning, and I think I was watching the news. Was it like 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock? he was walking in his neighborhood. Like he still had the hospital scrubs on. He still had that blue thing they put on your head. He had the tape, the bandage on his neck, and then he was talking to the news reporter, and because everybody's shocked, like, whoa, Tyree is walking. He just walked over here, and I had to keep looking because I'm like, maybe that's old footage, but no, he actually left the hospital and came back home, and he pulled the bandage off his neck, and you see the bullet hole like right there. I'm like, dude has 99 lives, and he said he prays to Allah, and I'm telling you, Allah is keeping him because he really he's been shot, he's been stabbed, and shot again, and so just want to send my prayers out to him, and pray that he heals as well. And I don't know everything that's going on around it. I don't know. I don't know everything that's going on around his situation, and I'm not going to speculate on it. Somebody was people always sending me like news and stuff. I'm not going to speculate on what happened with him. I'm just going to say that my prayers go out to him, and I'm glad that God spared his life and allowed him to has allowed him to be able to still walk around. Because okay, y'all, for real, don't send me no more monkeypox pictures because somebody just sent me this from the Washington Post. It says, as monkeypox strikes gay men, officials debate warnings to limit partners. Thousands of gay men clad in leather, latex, and often much less partied along Folsom Street. Okay, one day after the World Health Organization urged men to sleep with fewer men to reduce transmission, San Francisco public health officials made no attempt to rein in festivities or warn attendees. Yeah, because they were saying that the monkeypox on the rise in San Francisco. You know, y'all just be careful. Like you can't tell people who to have sex with. You can't make them not have sex. But listen, I just read to y'all about the monkeypox. So from the Centers for Disease Control. Now, if y'all gotta have sex that bad, I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's on you. I just know what I'm not gonna be doing. I'm trying to think. Was there anything else I wanted to talk about? It was. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, one more thing. Um, this lady, she was an Indiana representative, Jackie Walorski. Condolences to her family. She was killed in a car crash on Thursday. Um, Somebody crossed the highway. That's just why you never know. Like when you leave home, you never know if you're gonna make it back home, if you're gonna see your loved ones again. And somebody crossed the highway, and the person was 27 years old, and they killed her. And they said he crossed the center line for unknown reasons in a rural area, and in Indiana, and yeah, she was killed. She's 58 years old. I'm like, man, all these people around my age. Je- uh, um, um, sorry, Jackie. I'm going to call her Jennifer. Jackie Walorski. She's the Indiana state representative. Yep, she was killed on Thursday. That's crazy. Like, that's why I be saying, like, if you wake up on if you go to sleep Monday and you wake up on Friday, you better say thank you to somebody because because people leaving here and a lot of them don't have a chance to say goodbye. So anyway, y'all, um, it's crazy. The stories that people be sending me, I'm just sitting here like going through and making sure I talked about the ones I wanted to talk about. And of course, it's stories that people have sent me about some pastors. Y'all pastors better get your life together. I'm telling you, get your life together. Because it's some y'all doing some stuff that you know you're not supposed to be doing. Yeah, I think that was it. So anyway, y'all, that's enough. I'm tired of talking about the news. We need some good news. So anyway, that's the news. That's some of the news that happened this week. Just a lot of stuff going on. Um, Tomorrow, if you like to join us for community church, you most definitely can. You can join us on YouTube. If you go to What Up Baltimore TV at 11 o'clock, you'll be able to watch us live. Tomorrow's topic is, what do you bring to the table? What do you bring to the table? What do you bring to the table? In that community church, it's not your typical church. I'm not your typical chaplain or pastor. We are there to learn about us. So tomorrow we're going to learn about, what do we bring to the table? Is you're bringing a lot of foolishness to the table? We're going to talk about it. Anyway, or you can come in person. We're at 401 North Howard Street in the Downtown Cultural Arts Center, Baltimore, Maryland. It's every Saturday from 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We ain't in there all day because we come and we sing, we do a scripture, we pray, we get the word, and we goes home, okay? So come on out and join us, or you can watch us online. Make sure that you do me a favor and share this video. And also, please go and subscribe to my YouTube page, because you know one of my favorite people, when she had all of my pages shut down, she's so lovely. When she had all of my pages shut down for no reason at all, my YouTube page was shut down as well. So all of my followers, like the 20,000 followers, they are gone. So I've been starting over, but it's okay to start over. I still like her. I ain't got no ill will towards her because she did me a favor. I probably should have let some of the people go that was on the pages anyway. So sometimes when people think they getting at you, or they trying to mess you up, you really did me a favor. So anyway, if you go to What Up Baltimore TV, you can actually subscribe to the page, please. I'm trying to get some subscribers, trying to get that subscriber thing up. Also at 8 o'clock tonight, because Lord Jesus, it's been a week. It's been a week. It's been a week. And when I tell you, see, I know that Jesus is real. I know he's real. Because some of the things that I wanted to do to people and say to people, he said, I got this. You sit back. I'm going to fight your battle. I got this. Don't worry about it. I said, Lord, teach me how. Teach me how. Teach me how. Teach me how. You see, some of these people better get their life. Because I am on very low tolerance level. Very low. And I admit that. That's why I do community church, because I'm in a place where we all need help and healing. But when I tell you that devil been busy working overtime, woo, if I could see him in person and just whip the living daylights out of him, that's what I would like to do. Because he done work my nerves. For real. So, y'all be careful out here. Please be careful. Please. If you gotta have sex, please protect yourself. And y'all, do they have condoms for your tongue? I don't know. Do they? Because I don't know. Because some of y'all better... Woo! When that man opened his mouth up and it looked like somebody had shot his tonsils out, I said, whoa. My tongue and my mouth will be on lockdown along with the lower body parts. Will be on lockdown. Cannot do that monkeypox stuff. No. I just seen too many videos this week of what the monkeypox can do. And you ain't got to convince me. I don't want no craters in my face and all over the place. Oh, no. So be very careful. Because a lot of y'all, that I talk to, y'all likes to have sex and ain't no commitment. You just like to have sex because it's. See, when I was growing up, it was a little bit of commitment, but now people have sex like they drinking water. So I guess when you get the feeling and you need to be hugged and you need to be held and you need to have sex, you just go do it. You go get it and you going about your day. Woo! I ain't never heard about that. I ain't never heard nothing like that. But I hear it all the time now. And so I'm encouraging you, if that's what you're doing, to please be careful, wear a condom. Ladies, make sure, please protect yourself. That monkey pox, it's no joke. And we don't know who they swap and spit with, with the kissing and all this. We don't know what's going on. We really don't know. So I'm going to fold my lips and cross my legs. And I'm just going to remain quiet because I ain't. And some of these little trips I had planned, going away. I'm going to just go ahead and sleep in my bed because they ain't changing them sheets and pillowcases like I'm thinking they might be changing them because the CDC said some of that stuff can be on the fabrics. Oh no, oh no, mm. And if y'all got the monkeypox, put your mask on. We don't need to keep saying all of that. My Lord Jesus. So anyway, at 8 o'clock tonight, this is our first Friday. Because Lord knows I need to pray. I need to pray. And I need a prayer. So at 8 o'clock tonight, on the first Friday, I do the women's prayer line. We just come and lay it at the feet of Jesus. And I'm so tired that that's pretty much all I can do is just lay it at his feet and just say, what is that? Oh, and just say, Lord, take the wheel, please. Because I can't drive no more. So that's at 8 o'clock tonight. It's going to be on. It's going to be a conference call. I'm sorry, I was reading something. It's going to be a conference call. I'm not going to do Zoom tonight because a lot of people, for some reason, were having problems with Zoom, and I just lose patience with that really quick. So we're going to do it on the conference call line. If you're a woman, matter of fact, let me give you the number. If you would like to join us at 8 o'clock, thank you for hanging out with me tonight, too. Okay. Now, let me give you this phone number. And you can feel free, if you're female, to join us. So, ladies only. I know some men might want to join, and sometimes the men just call in. They don't say anything, and y'all think I don't know that y'all on that line, but I know. So if you want to join us tonight, it's the number's 267-267-807-9605. It's going to ask you for the PIN code. The PIN code is 565110. Let me repeat the number again. We're doing a Sister Circle prayer line tonight for the first Friday of the month. You can pray or you can listen, or you might want to ask us to pray for something for you. You'll see when you come in. But it's the number again is 267-807-9605. The PIN code is 565110. It's a Sister Circle prayer line, and this is something I started probably about 15 years ago. I don't remember. It's been a long time. We used to do it every week, but things happen, so I do it. I'm trying to do it the first Fridays of the month. So you're more than welcome to join us. It's not based on religion or anything. It's just to come as you are. We're there to pray. We're there to be our sister's keeper, to listen, to talk, and all that good stuff. So, anyway, thank you so much for joining me tonight. My name is Dr. LadyJ. Let's pray for, man, some of the stuff we talked about tonight. Matter of fact, all of the stuff. We need to keep all of that stuff in prayer. Brittany Griner, let's pray that she can come back home. Please, 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 Lord, allow this young lady to come back home. And send the man that's from Russia, send him back over there. He already know what it's like over there. Send him back over there. Let him go sit down over there. Because he probably living a life over here. He probably like the prison over here because it's a lot better than the one that he would be in over Russia. He might be mad if they try to swap him out and send him back over there. But Lord, I pray that you bring Brittany Griner back over here to us, please. Bring him back home. It's just way too much going on. So, y'all, I'm going to go, and I wish all of you peace and blessings. Now, what is this right here? Who is that? Oh, somebody was sending me a picture of their baby. She's so cute, but thank the Lord that I can't have no children, because I probably would be locked up, because these children are different. They want to tell you what to do and how to do it, or they going to call the police. I would have been locked up a million times, because if you don't listen and hear, you're going to have to go somewhere else. Ain't no calling the police up in here where I pay the bills. So I said, thank you, Jesus, that I can't have no more children. I cannot have any babies. Thank you. And I don't want to raise none. Never wanted to talk to men that had little children, because I don't have the patience for them. I like them, but no, they can't live here with me. They can't be with me because they don't know how to listen. They're a different breed. I don't know where these children came from, because they pay the bills and tell you what to do now. So that wouldn't happen in my day, so I can't. Oh, no. Mm-mm. No. Can't do it. So y'all have a great night. Have a good night. Chad, thank you for coming on. Who else was on here? Tanya, Michael Graham. Who else was on here? Shoot. This is happening when you get older and you can't remember and you're trying to think off the top of your head. And I know Leslie Porter. Like we had some Veronica Vaughn was on here. Tawanda Jones, Nicole Brewer is a Brewer, Kanisha Harris. Y'all, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Let me get ready to get myself to pray, because I need thee. Oh, I need thee. Woo! Lord, you know, every hour, every minute of the day, I need you, because these people have worn the last fiber of my hair and this wig out that I have on. They done work my nerves. Have a good night, everybody. Be blessed. Have a great weekend. Be safe. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.